Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/malicious compliance. In today's episode, new director tries to throw their weight about. Cancel my vacation with 1 week away. Expect to pay for my lost deposits and loss of tickets. Pay the man. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. New director tries to throw their weight about. This happened a few years ago before I retired. I was IT tech support for a medium-sized company with about 500 employees and the full management structure with departments and a board of directors. We had a new director start in the PR department, let's call her Karen, It's company policy for directors to be issued with a laptop computer. We used quite a lot of bespoke software in our company, so we had done a lot of research into the best laptops to get, not the cheapest by any means, so we had pre-purchased one and set it up for her with all the necessary stuff loaded on, so she was all set to go. I was unfortunately the guy who took it up to her office on her first day. I took it into her office all smiles and good morning, welcome to, company name, here's your laptop. She took one look at it and said, I don't want that pile of sh*t, I only use, other brand of laptop. I was somewhat taken aback, but not being a very confrontational person, I just said okay, turned tail, and made a hasty exit. By the time I got back to the IT office, she'd already been on the phone to the IT director, who had been on the phone to my boss. My boss basically said get her what she wants. She had specified the exact make and model of laptop, so we ordered it. It turned up in a couple of days, and we configured it, and I dropped it up to her, to a huff about time or similar comment. Within days she was on the phone to the help desk complaining it was slow, kept crashing, etc. We did the best we could, but this was exactly why we used the other brand of laptop. Eventually she got fed up and called the IT director to complain we were all incompetent. He told her in no uncertain terms that the problem was her and her insistence in overriding the IT department's decision. She then asked for one of our regular laptops, and he told her the one we had got for her had been allocated to somebody else, and it would be a minimum 6-week wait for a new one. After the 6 weeks was up, I took her the exact same laptop that I had taken before and had been sitting on the shelf in our storeroom all that time. After that we hardly had a peep out of her. Cancel my vacation with 1 week away. Expect to pay for my lost deposits and loss of tickets. I was working IT for a small law firm in DC that specialized in military law. As a firearms enthusiast, I got along with the combat MOS guys and regularly scored just below the SF guys for corporate range time. I decided to take my vacation time to do a 4-day survival course in another state, Montana, and a 3-day long-range marksman course with a week of couch time to recover. 1 week before I go, I am told I need to cancel my classes due to the network crashing because they did not upgrade when I told them to do so. I agreed, but they needed to reimburse me for the cost of the trip. I send in the receipts amounting to about $3,000. To which they refused to pay. After some yelling, I was told, well, sue me, and you're fired. The malicious compliance. I packed up my desk and said my goodbyes. I was leaving the whole network in shambles, and due to the ability to find an IT guy to work for what I was paid, and to have a TS clearance, it took them close to a year to get a new network up and running. As per federal law, I had to report the firing to the OPM. OPM came in and took the network due to being the only one with the proper clearance to work on it. Like Ron Popeil, who always said, but wait, there's more. I decided to call every person in the office as a potential witness to sue for wrongful termination and theft of wages. This meant he had to get outside counsel to represent himself in court. I knew the founding partner was bleeding cash, but he said sue me. He moved the venue to a classified court due to the nature of the data in the case. He lost the case, where I was awarded $50,000 in lost wages and damages. $10,000 went to the lawyer. Last I heard, the founding partner moved to Florida to work for a lawyer buddy he made when he was in the Navy. Pay the man. Several years back, I was in the process of changing jobs, moving to a new city, and buying a new house. To purchase the house, I needed a $66,000 down payment at closing. I had the cash, but it was in a few different accounts, and I didn't have a local bank that could issue a cashier's check. To resolve this issue, I went to the local credit union and explained what was going on, and then discussed opening an account with them, transferring the money from my other accounts to the new account, and then getting a cashier's check issued from that account for closing. They agreed that this was something they could do, and the timeline was easily supported. I opened an account that day, transfer the money that night, and then show up a few days later to get my cashier's check. When I get to the counter and ask for the check, I am informed that I must wait 7 days after the funds transfer before they can issue a cashier's check from those funds. We go back and forth several times where I explain to her that I am closing on my house in an hour and the 7-day wait was not disclosed when I opened the account. She apologized, but was unflinching in regards to the policy, and said it was in writing, and I signed it when I opened the account. After a long pause, I asked her for $66,000 in cash. She looked at me, waited a second to see if I was joking, followed with "Excuse me for a moment, I'll be right back." Her supervisor came out and simply asked, "Sir, who would you like us to make the check to?" To this day, I wonder if I would have been able to close with a wad of cash instead of a check. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.